Traveling back to ancient times, I not only crazily bought maidservants but also trained all of them to be village officials. Today is the official appointment day, and everyone has gathered in the largest conference room of the village committee, with happy smiles on their faces. On the podium, Jing Yi coughed, and the surrounding noise immediately disappeared. Everyone was seriously looking at her.
Everyone, this meeting is very important. Currently, the official resident count in Taoyuan village exceeds 8,000, and Jinghuo village has over 2,000 residents. We in the total population over 10,000. So, after discussing with the Lord, we decided to upgrade Taoyuan village to a town. From now on, it will be Taoyuan town.
Cheers erupted immediately, filling the entire conference room.
Now I announce the appointment. The Lord appointed me as the village head of Zhuwan, responsible for overall work, and appointed Lang Jingsu as the deputy town head, in charge of economic affairs. Appointed in Zhuwan as the deputy town head and village head of Jinghuo, responsible for all work in Jinghuo. Appointed Lang Junhua as the deputy town head, in charge of public security, and appointed Lin Zujin as the deputy town head, in charge of people's livelihoods and education. Taoyuan has a large population, so it's currently divided into 6 streets, with 3 main streets and each auxiliary building counting as a street. Residential areas in the middle each considered a street, and the area on the north side of the small lake is also counted as a separate street. The street committee director and the village level director both have a level 5 salary.
It felt like there were flames dancing inside. Lin Zujing just got home, and Mrs. Lin handed her a few letters.
The letter from the capital include one from my father, one from my dad, and a few from your friends.
Lin Zujing nodded, not thinking much of it. She had been here for over a year and often exchanged letters with the capital, so she wasn't in a hurry to read them. When Lin Zujing returned to her study, she opened her father's note. After reading a few lines, she stood up excited.
Haha, that old bastard got dismissed. Great, great, that old bastard finally got what he deserved.
The old bastard he referred to is the current prime minister. He always thought the prime minister was incompetent, yet he held a high position, playing with power and not thinking about loyalty to the country. He wanted to make changes and petitioned the court several, but this old bastard dismissed him every time. Finally, in anger, he left his post.
What's up, sir? Why so happy?
Spend and why for what?
Lin Zu,
I didn't hide anything. I told the lady everything.
That old guy got dismissed, and our Li minister got promoted. He wants me to go back to official duties. I'm happy about it, but honestly, the longer I stay here, the less I trust the court. With bandits everywhere and the situation unstable, I don't think Li minister can turn things around.
If it were Mr. Lang, it might be different.
the longer he stays here, the more he feels something's off with Lang Tian and them.
Is the master crazy? He doesn't even want to be a big official anymore. How does that show any progress towards Mr. Lang? Don't let Mr. Lang get lazy. If it weren't for Jingy holding this family together.
Even though she thought this, Lady Ling nodded, stepped out, and hurried to find Jingyi.
Next up is the appointment of 6 directors.
With each appointment of Jingyi, warm applause erupted again. The village transformation into an end talent signifies a new level for Taoyuan village's development. For Lang Tian, this is a false promotion that brings no benefits. But for others, it has a real advantages.
Taoyuan Town's getting better and better, thanks to everyone's hard work and contributions. The Lord approved a pay raise for everyone. The new base salary will be 20% higher than now.
Everyone cheered again, and this cheer was almost heartfelt, except for a few who aren't short on cash. After work, Jingyi returned to the newly built Lang mansion and just got back to her little building. She saw a man sitting in the living room. Even though he was alone, he was still very proper.
Sitting up straight.
Ew, what are you doing here?
Mingwu quickly stood up.
Dear Jinyi, in your act.
Have a seat. How did it go?
very smoothly. The armor and weapons have all been made. Now we have 200 sets. I think it's time to start training.
Then let's give it a shot. You four need to be careful. Better that everyone else dies than you guys not come back. Otherwise, I'm afraid the old man will never forgive me.
Mingwu stood straight, answered, then turned and left, working cleanly and succinctly, while Jingyu watched his back.